What's up, everybody? DJ Sackmann here. I'm going to talk about 3 mistakes I see parents make a lot. Number 1, micromanagement. They want to control every situation. That could be in a training session, that could be in a game when you're on the sideline and you're yelling at the coach and you're yelling at your son or daughter. We have to stop micromanaging because in real life you are not going to be able to control the situation. Let them deal with adversity, let them deal with their struggle.
Yet we're going to have the adults in the stands yelling obscenities at the officials, criticizing every decision the coach makes, yelling at the kids like the kids, they're 10 years old, man. Like if they were LeBron James and Dwayne Wade playing in the NBA Finals, like they know how to handle their coach over here and their parent over here yelling at them. Then we wonder why kids get confused, man, why kids rebel, why kids don't know how to listen. How can you listen when you got so many voices in your head at the same time? You know what life teaches you? Shut things off.
Please like and subscribe. We're going to do our best to share as much valuable content for you all. So please drop a like button and subscribe so we can keep sharing valuable content. And let's keep working and getting better, y'all. Second thing, changing teams. All right, this actually becomes a horrible habit. I've seen players in middle school change teams, then they do it in high school, and then they transfer in college, all right? And the reason this happens is because you don't want to deal with struggle or adversity in the situation. It's actually easier to pack up a situation and leave and move teams.
I don't try to tell my kid how they should play. You know what I told my 2 boys when they come ask me, Dad, why are you asking me, man? I didn't run your practice. Go talk to your coach. But don't talk about your coach in front of me, man. Because if you are, then you're not playing basketball. You don't understand why you didn't play better? Go talk to your coach. I'm not your coach. I'm your dad. Somebody disrespects you, then I'm here. If you fail, good. Deal with it. I'm going to help you get up. But don't come talk to me about coaching. I do this for a living, man. I'm not going to criticize a guy that's trying to help you.
And in the real world, like I mentioned before, you can't just pack up and move and change your situation when you are going through some struggle, all right? We have to allow our son or daughter to deal with struggle and deal and work their butt off in certain teams so they can change their environment, all right? And the third thing is justifying / speaking too freely in front of your son or daughter. I cannot tell you how many times after a training session I've spoken to a parent and their son or daughter is standing right next to them and they are speaking and making up excuses about why their son or daughter is not playing well enough.
I know this. I'm the most animated coach that you've probably ever seen when my team's playing. I go watch my kids play. I don't say boo. I don't wave my arms. I don't try to coach my kids. With all due respect to most parents out there, I probably know more about basketball than most of them, okay? But I sit in the stands and I don't say a word.
All right? You do not want to make up excuses for your son or daughter, especially in front of them. This is an awful, awful thing for them emotionally because you are actually giving them their own excuse and you're not allowing them to fight through adversity like I mentioned before. All right, so again, micromanaging, we have to stop trying to control the situation. It's not helping them long term. Second thing, changing teams. All right, there'll be times where you have to leave a team, but it shouldn't be when that first sign of struggle comes on. All right, and it definitely should not be every year. So understand that this becomes a habit, all right, that you will not be able to get rid of, and eventually you'll end up transferring in college as well. And then the third thing is speaking too freely. Be careful with what you are saying in front of your son or daughter. Don't give them an outlet of excuse. All right, if you give them an outlet and you think that they're making up excuses for you, they're going to have their own outlet for excuses and they're not going to work as diligently or as hard in certain situations because they can just make an excuse and move on to the next thing. All right, these 3 things are something we see a lot of. If you're a parent, and I know you love your son or daughter, but please be aware that this is only hurting them long term, especially from an emotional level off of the basketball court. Let's do a better job with this.